Stabilize!
Allow me!
Rise!
Rest and rebuild! I'm getting sick of this game. Allow me!
You are not welcome here.
Time to go to work.
You are not welcome here.
Solidify!
No touching! Billowing surge! All hail!
Order guide you!
Sparks and flash! Twin point boom! La la la!
Gather!
Born of ice and frost, rest and rebuild! Dumpy Dumpty Go! Allow me!
Stabilize!
Rest and rebuild!
Solidify!
Point boom! Da da da!
Stabilize!
Born of ice and frost. Allow me! Dumpy Dumpty Go! La la la!
Solidify!
Ooh, ooh. No touching!
Gather! Solidify!
Hold the line! No touching! Access denied. Allow me. Dumpy Dumpty go! Pew! Blazing delight! Rest and rebuild! Born of ice and frost. Hold the line. First flash! Boing, boing, boom! Dumpy, dumpy, go! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Ah! Rest and rebuild. No touching.
Stabilize!
Hold the line! Access denied. Huh? good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. Next on the agenda...
Solidify!
Allow me! Blazing polite! Boing, boing, boom! Woo! Access denied.
Gather!
La la la. Woo! Da da da.
Stabilize!
I will have order.
Hold the line. Boing, boing, boom! Pew! For Rex Lapis. Tor, bring rocket. Hiya! Ah! Woo! Ah! Boom! Ah! Born of ice and frost. Allow me. La la la. Dumpty dumpty go.
Solidify!
Access denied. Roar them all out. La la la. Woo. La la la.
Gather!
Boing boing boom. La la la.
Solidify!
We're way behind schedule.
Stabilize!
Hold the line.
For a punch, huh?
Solidify!
Born of ice and frost. Rest and rebuild. Pew! Jumpy dumpty go!
Following orders.
Woo!
Gather!
Covenant of the deep.
Take that! Order guides!
Hold the line. This is long overdue. Rest and rebuild.
Stabilize!
Access denied.
Come on!
Born of ice and frost. Allow me.
tricks up your sleeve!
Where do you think you're going?
We're way behind schedule.
You are not welcome.
Solidify!
No touching!
Rest and rebuild!
Is that all you got? Stabilize!
Allow me!
Now you're testing my patience.
Solidify!
Hold the line!
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
Allow me! Boing, boing, boom! Pew!
Stabilize!
Boing, boing, boom!
I will have order.
Rest and rebuild! Billowing smash!
Born of ice and frost, blaze over!
Pew! Boing, boing, boom! Sparks and flash! Woo! Ah! Boom! Yeah! Ah!
Stabilize! Solidify!
Hold the line! No touching! Pew! Boing, boing, boom! Blow them all up! Boo! Boo!
Stabilize!
For Rex Lapis!
Allow me! Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Order guide you!
Born of ice and frost!
Torrent, bring refuge!
Gather!
We're way behind. This is long overdue.
Rest and rebuild! Boing, boing, boom! Da-da-da! Boom! Boom! Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Quake!
No touching.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care?
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port. Ooh. Let's get our we know that whatever. Osfun told us to try posing as academia students. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information...
Welcome.
Hi there.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about... Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full... Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if...
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite...
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with.
They're called Ain El Ach.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of... They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know... I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge?
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is...
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Should I?
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi here?
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing up?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use the...
All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, so then what happened next? I just have to be sprayed.
What's going on?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh?
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand this.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, as you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of... Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted.
So,
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes! That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's ship. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create... But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Mark my words, our god... If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia...
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things... Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all...
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you...
I told you the other day. I would...
Ha! The boss made it...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then.
I'm warning you. Don't...
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, if, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the... Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our mora, plus he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him. He went that way! After him!
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi?
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you... Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make off... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still... Since you tore through their...
Who exactly are you two? And why are a student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really...
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use... Those high-headed thugs are
All right. I accept. Got it. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean...
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get...
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't...
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can... Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's,
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, they were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. So that's... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Then let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then I need you to find someone named Dory. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task?
Fine.
You two are outlanders. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and...
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They...
Try inspecting them with elementals.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendropower itself. The more power... However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here's the Mora for Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. And be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in...
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to... Okay, then we have a deal.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near... Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe hara fruits.
Following the paper...
Ronak, these two want to buy...
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing mourning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a close...
Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Eating something.
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look.
Before I retrieve, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. That you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran down. Look, he's over there. If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice...
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just...
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure that you...
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, but it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like...
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed...
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks, so that's why it's your first time here. But don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to, as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in...
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customer? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics.
Yeesh. Who would want to be...
Or how about the architectural styles? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation.
Ooh, now that's...
2 million Mora. Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule.
All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Please, my oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million. But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we think about it, we've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for...
Excellent! Then please, select from the...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth...
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some...
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
You two made it.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't...
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about...
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be...
In that case, a short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archipel?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but...
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring... Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative... I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as though they adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academy...
So you kept hounding them because they refused to...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that... So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice. The winning brigade, unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find...
Yes, you can say that. But this the day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule.
You two doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we... Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistics.
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys that, Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the...
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Solidify!
Hold the line!
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal. The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help you.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it...
All right. Time for round 2.
La la la. Woo.
This is order.
Access denied.
Allow me. Da da da. Woo.
Now, I'll start recording
Oh, hey, Thumb.
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were... At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2...
These bombs seem so heavy. Let's see Dory. Welcome back, my loyal patron. You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Can you really get us anything we want? Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you... Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly... But you know... That kind of... After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention... But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How... Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well... You've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, it's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain... Ein El Achmar. Ah, so the group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
Thanks for the info.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future.
Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a... All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Aina. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, it's so... After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to...
Yep,
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite...
Back up! Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to... I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
That's close enough.
Covenant of the Deep!
For Rex Lapis! No touching!
Law of the jungle! I'll be back. I'll be back. I will have order. Stabilize.
Born of ice and frost.
I'll take you on this one.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly...
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after...
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it, did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormo.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact.
Everything about...
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
We're way behind.
move out. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship. Rest and rebuild! Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction. Yaya Publishing House has... Let's move out.
Looking to buy some imported goods? You've come to the right place.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. An Aishan blessing, now 10% off.
Love for freedom.
Let's move out.
Ores and jewelry from Liu. You can't find a better deal anywhere.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's
Let's
great
move out.
wines, then look no further than Sailing Breeze.
Which one should I choose?
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Hey there, do you want to try some snacks for me as well?
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Breeze.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. An Aishan blessing, now 10% off.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
Ores and jewelry
Sorry.
from Liu. You
I need
can't
to
find
think
a
about
better
it.
deal anywhere else. Ores and jewelry from Liu. You can't find a better deal anywhere else.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Which one should I choose?
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord.
Let's move out. Let's move out. Let's move out. Let's move out.
Dream of being number one.
That's a nice haul.
Breathtaking. Let's move out. Let's move out.
Yeah!
Rise! Solidify!
All hail! Allow me! Pew! Boing, boing! Turret, bring refuge! Yeah! Dodoko? Dodoko? La la la. Da da da. Nya.
Gather! This is order! Stabilize!
Rest and rebuild! Sparks and flash!
will have order. Gather!
Boing, boing, boom!
Solidify! Stabilize! Order guide you!
Boing, boing, boom! Allow me!
Horn of Ice and Frost.
Solidify!
Boing, boing, boom!